told you you keep my feet on the ground. I hope you can hear me, 'cause I know it's not profound.
That's a whole done deal.
Hey, what's up, y'all? How you doing? This is Coach Woods of your City of Coaches podcast and of your new YouTube. Like I said, I'll do a lot of feature. Got a great, beautiful guest here, straight from, where you from?
Boston, Massachusetts.
She be lying. I feel like she's from New York.
Boston. I'm not from New York.
All right, she's from Boston. Originally from where?
From IT, Caribbean girl.
And how people can reach you on your social media and stuff?
I mean, you can definitely follow me on Insta. I'm at FalBaby15.
Hey.
And my Snapchat is for Fabulous 1530.
So where you get for Fabulous from?
That was a nickname from like middle school. And I used to always think I was like Fab. I thought I, had the little big hoops.
Okay.
So I felt, for Fabulous.
And you was a hooper too, right?
And I was a hooper. Yeah, I played ball like since the age of 7, all the way until sophomore year of high school. I tore my ACL, and that was the end of my career.
Okay. Did you ever try to get back to it?
I did, but I was afraid. So like whenever I would try to run or pivot, it was a mental thing. So I never got back to the court, but I would scrimmage, kind of do one-on-one, and just ball up with friends. But yeah.
So you still get out there a little bit. Probably not much now, but you did a little bit still in high school and stuff.
I used to do it with my brace on, like my knee
brace. Oh, you should get it in with your brace?
Yeah, with my brace on.
Yeah.
I would still go hard, but, definitely, like I said, it's the mental game. You got to be prepared mentally.
So how you feel about today's basketball? Do you even pay attention to it? I know you're a busy woman, and we'll get to that in a second. How do you feel about basketball today?
I mean, it really depends. Right now, it's just more, I feel like it's okay. It's not what it used to be. For me, I really like, old school. Everybody used to be one team, one sound. And now it's just about, who's GOAT, who's the top of the line, who's, it's more about that. It's the hype. But it's not really just about basketball, who's a really good player versus who's more popular.
Right, and I see a lot of teams like now, like especially NBA, and like they're all teaming up with each other, right? Like they're all trying to figure a way who can win the championship. So let's go 5-6 people straight.
Yeah.
That's why my favorite player of all time is Kobe Bryant, because he stayed by himself. Who's your favorite player of all time?
I'll be cliche, but I'm LeBron all day.
LeBron? How did you play favorite player of all time? You grew up with him. Why is everyone?
Until Kobe retired, he was my favorite too.
Right.
But once he left, I only have LeBron, so I just had to pick.
So basically, you still love the game of basketball,
Facts.
And I'm sure you plan. You're not married or anything, right?
No, not married.
Okay.
Not engaged.
Right. She said, fellas, put a ring on it.
Waiting for God's timing. God's
timing. So whenever that day comes, like you'll want to teach your kids basketball and teach them like the right way, because people don't understand like East Coast basketball is tough.
It's true.
Even though we're both from the East Coast, but she's actually from I'm from more like the Midwest Ohio, but she's from like the gritty, everyone on top of each other, like Boston, Boston, New York, gritty type of people, DC, Far East, you know what I'm saying, shoreline people. So she has more of an experience of like the tougher side. So I already know that your kids are gonna be a lot tough and mentally and spiritually. Especially speaking of spirit, now I understand that you are going overseas. Where are you going again?
Going to the Netherlands. So I'm going to be out there for about 2 months studying for my master's program. And then I'm about to definitely try to take a trip to Amsterdam, which is in Germany.
Okay.
Or even make it down to Paris. Try to take a flight out there.
So you're going to try to take a flight out there. Oh, so you're just going to be all around for a little bit. And you told me 2 months, right?
2 months, yeah.
And then you plan to move back to Tucson.
Correct. So I plan to live out here in Tucson for the next 2 years.
Okay.
And then possibly go back to Boston, but we'll see. We shall see.
So you said 2 years on the West Coast, and you recently celebrated a birthday, right?
I did.
You don't have to say your age or anything, but I know you just recently celebrated a birthday.
I mean.
All right, well, tell the folks then. Tell the folks, because it's going to be men looking at this.
Facts. The girl's 23.
Youngin. Smart.
Youngin.
About to finish your master's, right?
Yes. Class of 2019. Let's go.
2019, so she'll be ready to go in May. So I guess since I'm her friend now, I got to make sure I get a nice little gift for her for her graduation and stuff. 23. That's what I'm saying. Like, unfortunately, in society, like, women are so mature, so more mature than men.
Get her grind up.
Like 23 masters. Like, I walked away with a bachelor's and said, forget it.
Yeah.
And I still don't want that type of student debt. I ain't gonna lie to you. Unless somebody want to say, hey, you want to give you a job for free, you go to school for free. Yeah. I'm not trying to get into the $200,000, $100,000.
I mean, I'm not there. I definitely played it right.
Oh, yeah. There's ways around it. There's definitely ways around it.
Yeah.
But as the older you get, look at me trying to make excuses and shit. That ain't what the shit is about. Get your if you're in school, stay in school. You want to get your master's, get your PhD.
Yes.
Hell, you want to be an animal pharmacist. Whatever you need to do it.
Make it work.
Don't doubt yourself.
Yeah. And it takes you anywhere.
Yeah, it does take you anywhere or nowhere too. Let's not.
You're wrong.
No, I'm wrong. Yes,
You are wrong.
Strive for the greatness. Strive for it all. If education's your route, find it. Entrepreneur's your right, find it too.
Yes.
Yeah. So you hold that. So you're going overseas for a little bit.
Yeah.
Be back in December. What are type of experiences you want to have that you'll bring back? Because it's the whole point. Like, you study abroad.
Yeah. So we're learning definitely international business. Business student, and it really just learning about the different vibe, different cultures. The main thing is me being from a small culture in the Caribbean. It's expanding my mind to see difference in the world. Okay. So I definitely want to mature in that way, and then think smarter, and then just improve and overall, and just bring something new as I go forward in my career.
Is your family well educated or anything like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
1 to 5, all 4 of us graduated, so I got one more.
Shout out to Dad.
Yeah, right. So moms and pops. My dad, backstory. He was a doctor in the Caribbean, and mom's was a nurse. So twins who got together, made 5 beautiful babies, moved to the U.S.
Sound like the Caribbean Huxtables or the Cosby Show.
The Cosby Show, the Caribbean.
Caribbean.
So
like, obviously your parents push education, and
that was number one thing.
Some people, that's what I tell people in the African American community. It's like, sometimes we be first gen. A lot of our parents didn't even have the opportunity. So to see your situation, you guys moved over here, and people don't waste their time. Like, people don't understand. Like, people come from other countries.
When you're from another country, you can't fail. There's no such thing.
There's no such thing.
Just sitting and chilling. Like, there's no, I'm gonna try. It's no, you make it happen, and it's just the mindset of just no matter what. No matter what. Yeah,
and if you don't know, you'll find out, right?
Correct.
So that's a problem, like, a lot of time. But we're all like, I feel like we can break the cycle.
We're all the same. One color, I don't think I'm different. I still think I'm, African American. I'm black. I'm African. I'm everything.
Yeah.
But definitely my roots, or what defines me and my culture, is that Caribbean. So.
Well, being a Caribbean native, we had a nice little argument. She followed my Instagram, and she tried to tell me I couldn't flatten my plantains.
You can, but you can't make it a sandwich. You can flatten it. You put a little pickles. You know what I mean? If you guys are real Haitian, you get some griot, you put pickles on there, you're good. This dude was trying to make a sandwich with 2 plantain patties. You don't do that.
Don't talk stuff about my cooking. Like, no, check this out.
You do not do that. That's not okay. You're breaking all laws.
You try to say that I couldn't flatten it. Don't flatten it. She worried about the wording.
You can flat it. You can flat it all you want to. That's how we cook it. But you cannot sandwich it and put 2 on top of each other and make a sandwich and bite it.
See, y'all people? No. Like, look, she's talking about how her family moved over here and so innovative, how they changed the scenario and moved over here to become successful.
Change what is not broken.
But I can't be innovative. I can't sit there and replace bread, which we all know bread hurts us all. And I can't sit there and make a plantain sandwich. It sounds horrible, but it looks better than it sounds. Yes, you take a plantain, you cut it in 4 pieces, right? You then fry it a little bit in some olive oil. She may use some.
Did you put salt on it?
Yeah, you put salt on it and stuff like that. Then you take a saucer and you just flatten it out.
Yes.
and then you put it back in the fire.
You got
before
it.
it can finish up, and take it out. Don't put it get too hard, because then you just be getting rock.
Yeah, you got it.
So so that's fine, right?
Yes.
But I can't be innovative and say, hey, let me replace bread and make this a sandwich, which I'm already not eating meat.
No, we can't do that. We gotta eat it one slice at a time. You could put some stuff on top of it, make it like almost like a shell. If you ever had tacos or something, you eat it like that. But you cannot make it a sandwich.
So
they don't go on top of each other. They're just one tray.
So look, she tried to tell me what to do, but one of my favorite, my mother's friend, his name is Francis, and he's Haitian. And this is one thing he did. I'm doing fresh. I've never asked her this question. I'm asking her fresh.
Yeah.
So he taught me this meal with ground beef, cabbage, and rice. And he mixes it up. Do you mix it up, or you eat it separate, or just the meal he made up? And it's not really a national. It's a thing. No, it's not a thing.
Nah. Ground beef, cabbage, and rice. Nah, that's not a dish. That's his.
So he just made that shit.
He made that up. But our dishes got rice and beans, and you got pork, and you got really spice. The fish gotta be fried fish. All that.
Oh
my
stuff.
God, that's what we eat. And we got the sauce. We call it sauce. You can do sauce pois, which is bean sauce, or you can do sauce. That's just spice sauce.
So why don't you create a cooking channel? Why are you talking about my cooking channel?
I mean, you're getting me hungry now. That's why I'm going home for my mom's cooking. I love to cook, but it's not the same.
Oh, you going home first before you take off?
Yeah, I'm going home.
See, she didn't even tell me that.
I'm going home for a few days. So I'm going to be in Boston for like 4 days.
For 4 days.
And I fly out.
She fly out.
And I'm good.
And currently, while she's still studying for her master's, she transferred with her job with Apple. Am I saying too much?
No, you're good.
Okay. She transferred her job with Apple. So anyone that wants to pursue their dreams, it sounds like Apple is a company that supports that.
Facts.
So definitely look into that. If you are sitting there at your 9 to 5 and you're not happy and you want to get more education, find companies that will let you be innovative with your life. And it sounds like Apple's one. Even though, I almost lost my very expensive phone just now trying to set this setup.
On this cliff.
Oh, Lord. Speaking of cliff, let me see if I can show it real quick.
Almost dived off the cliff.
Look how beautiful Tucson, Arizona is, yo. It's gorgeous. It's definitely a place, especially for someone like her and me that's basically, took a pause in life and oh, look, I'm fucking on my camera, look. Took a pause in life and want to see how things are going to go for us. I definitely recommend people to move to Tucson. Not say move, at least visit Tucson. A lot of mountains, stuff like that. It definitely humbles you. That's what I was saying. Like, sometimes you find peace in America, in a country that's it's so divided, right? It's a country that's so divided and it has a lot of issues. And whether you're a political party, it's them versus me, and it's not even no bipartisan anywhere. Just you can't even have a normal conversation. Families are not talking to each other over politics. Like, it's so crazy. Like,
friends are not friends.
Friends are not friends. I sometimes I go look. Check this out. This is real. I go to Facebook, and you know how you go to your memories and stuff.
Yeah.
And you see who liked your pictures, and it's a lot of people that I didn't know that unfollowed me.
Yeah.
That oh, we're not friends no more. I didn't even know.
Views.
Right. So over politicals, because I know I was throwing Trump under the bus, back during election time.
Toss him off a cliff. Yeah.
Yes. So I know, I probably still feel my way, but I've learned to just grow. And that's what society. We all just have to grow and get through it. Yeah.
Different views, different values, but respect. Humanity is humanity. You gotta respect each other.
And that's really all to it. I appreciate you taking the time and talking to me on my blog. I can, I do have another podcast coming out. So when she come back in December, we're gonna make sure we sit down. We have a little hour conversation. Part 2, most definitely. I want everyone on my page to wish this beautiful young lady well success overseas. May God bless her while she's over there. Be safe and come back soundly and be ready to finish out her degree out here.
Yes.
And I look forward to building a friendship with you. Yes. And I appreciate you guys paying attention. It just shows that, even like I said, connection to sports, even though not the end all of some people's lives, but just knowing if some people play sports, it's just part of life. It's all in journey. Me coaching, changing over from being a player to a coach and now being an entrepreneur. And we'll get further into that another day. But I want to shine light on this beautiful soul.
Hey.
I want to thank you so much. I appreciate. And I will see you guys later.